Ah, so this might be one of the Russians. Looking at that language. So this is the one that we just listened to. O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? Help! Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake. This is the guy that died here. That struggle. Okay. So from this guy was shouting at O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? Nichols, sir, shoot them. The same guy, which I think is what the X means. It's the guy that died in the scene that was talking. We should help. Which I think is in this scene. Then she's asking for help because she's being strangled. I'm being pulled overboard. Nichols cowering, and Beng is doing something. Okay, so right, this was this one. This was the 6:15 one. This is the one we at. I think this is then 6:10. Or 4:10.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Give us a weapon! Shoot it! My kid eye!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools. It's probably Nichols. First one to go down, this guy. Ah, so this is now one of the Russians. Okay. So we are not in a streak of 3 yet, so we can start guessing, but we're gonna have to review our guesses later. This is one of the Russians. Wait a minute. So bang, this guy got speared. I think that's then one of the Chinese. One Russian. One Chinese. Right. I reckon that's a topman. I think all the Chinese are topmen though. And one of the Russians, just general seaman. One of them, we've already got unit covered. It's one of the other two. Yeah, Leonard is the guy that got speared and then crawled outside and got shot through the wall. It's either Alexei or Alakas Nikishin. I could stab a moment later. Just got speared. Patrick O'Hagan. Okay. So we've got a This guy is one of the Chinese. We've got one of the Russians. Don't know who this guy is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in this boat, including Beng. And 1, 2, 3, 4 in this boat. So 8 people. That's including Beng and Miss Lim. Nichols and O'Hagan. This guy. Question. Checking if any of the other names sound like a guy that would wear the, what's that called? The tied stuff across your waist. Thomas Lank, Timothy Bottomant. Booth Diom Wasim. I think the Indian guys died on the boat. John Naples. Okay, so it was 8 people, of which we've got a Russian, a Chinese, and this guy. It's just on the steps. The leftmost guy on the left steps. We got stabbed by Beng when Beng went for the treasure to... yeah, so there's a knife. So they didn't notice. Beng noticed it. And after he got speared, the guy behind him got speared. Beng went for the knife, struggled and stabbed that guy. This was O'Hagan, got speared. And 1 second from bottom shooter. Right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I've got all of them. Yeah, so this is the guy with a pipe. Still smoking a pipe. He's smoking a pipe? Yeah, he's still smoking a pipe. Okay. And then this guy is the last one. The Chinese looking guy.
Keep course due east. We'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你稳做不？
我冇问题，但是伊来想啊，绝对袂当互伊落在水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。Aye, shut it up.
They say strange things about monsters.
The guy that was speared. Okay, yeah, we didn't get much more, so it was O'Hagan. And there's a bit of an accent on this guy as well. So, skip. Aye, sure. Loaded them myself. But the chest, it must not fall into the ocean. If the monsters come, you must stay down. Aye, shut it. They say strange things about monsters. So, I reckon it's one of the Chinese people. One of the China topmen. I haven't got too much about them though. We've got a bit of the Russians. They're all topmen. Not sure that they hang out together either in this image. There's one guy there. That guy kind of. And this guy as well. So a few topmen which we don't know. They're not hanging out together. I wonder, before they escape, if we can see more of them hanging out. Hold on. What's the chapter before this? It's chapter 3. So this one, the calling, and then murder. To see who on the ship is working with Nichols. It was the people died.
Hello? Who is there? Who is that? Is someone hurt? Senora Nichols, is that you? What are you doing down here?
Hello, yes. All fine here. Just, sorting some things.
What's your step? Here, let me help you.
Okay, so Nichols was... He knocked this guy out. And then stole the chest. Ah, the shells. The shells! Ah, so the treasure is a shell of some kind. Which might be why the sea people wanted it. And this isn't a very big scene. It's a private murder. The Italian stabbed by Senor Nichols. Nothing. Okay, this was the next one.
Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
等下嘞，伊无怎唔着代志。
Quiet.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line.
你救，我给你救。
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
Yeah, they weren't very good at firing. Okay, so this. Everyone was involved. And this guy was doing the sketches. Yes. He seemed like he was sitting higher though. He was sketching them from up high. The Nichols. What's the helmsman? I know, this was the bosun. Mr. Wolf, fire. First mate, captain. This guy. I wonder if this third mate's steward, yeah. Okay, third mate. Oh, this might be second mate's steward. Samuel Galligan. Whispering in his ear. Okay. Carpenter. That guy. Chicken. Ah, the cooks. Mrs. Sefton. And the butcher. Okay. Okay. And then there was one more after this. Which was... I have to find this one now. It was after that. This body hanging outside. Which I think is the bridge to the next chapter.
On your toes.
As they steal.
Go back there!
Here, here.
Captain!
Slack the lifts and lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us!
Give it up!
Okay. So yeah, so this is an important scene. This guy got shot. Gun by Nichols. O'Hagan. Nichols. Miss Lim. Oh, somebody's already knocked out. Yeah, knocked out. Knocked on the head. Wait, even more. Hold on. What? Speared. Liking this Nichols guy less and less. Who's this guy? Just watching. Ah, covering them. Ah, yeah, so they are lowering them into the boats. Bing. Washing. O'Hagan. The whole crew will be on us. So 2 people knocked out, or dazed, 1 stabbed, 1 shot, and his foot or his leg was tied in a on a rope. So when he fell over, only the leg remained. Okay, this body drop. Justice at sea. They already got the treasure. So now getting other ladies. The lady and the guy knows what it's worth. Okay. Haven't got much clues to their identity though. Let's check the... On your toes, boys. Give it up. That's the guy that got shot. Slack at the left and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us. Captain! Give her here while we are letting go. How can you do this? Okay, yeah, no names on that. Let's do this, battle scenes. This guy.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
Surgeon. This guy's still crawling away. He's not alive for the time being. He took out the spear. He's bleeding. Give me that gun. And the bosun. Midshipman Peter Mulroy. Charles Erskine. The scene just before that is probably... That's where they set it on fire and this guy died. However, I think upstairs was there's another scene, part of that battle scene. The guy got speared. Can I see that? Ah, this guy. Part 3 of Soldiers of the Sea.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already done for Nick.
Hey! Come on, boss! No, get down! Hey! Cat!
Come on, boss. No, get down. So he was probably trying to tell him to get down. That was the carpenter and the carpenter's apprentice. Okay. There was also a but ein demon. Which language was this? It sounded English. Because we saw translated version. And demon! What's going on? Come on, boss. Hey, catch! Okay. Might be one of the Swedes. Maybe he's the guy? The Dane? I said that. Nick's done for. This guy's done for. Who's this? Hiding. Ah, okay. It's gonna go down, but we can't see where it's going down. Okay, so this guy got speared. Carpenter's this guy. Which was Nathan Peters. Just hiding. I think this is Lars, but they didn't want to give us the completion for this. Bloodlord. Struck. No. Hit with a club. John Davies. David James. Okay. This guy's already dead. Struck by lightning. Okay. Yeah, I want to get to the stage where I can just fill in the blanks with the remaining seamen. Okay. And for another short break, I'll be back in 2 to